Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Ian. I'm the drum teacher at Backbeat. Welcome to my basement. Because of the obvious isolation that everyone now has to go into, our plan is to now give online lessons, not just to our current students, but also to anybody else that has perhaps thought about playing an instrument. We do drums, bass, guitar, keyboards and vocals. I'll be obviously demonstrating the drums, and the first thing that we're going to do in this introduction is give you a couple of ways of being able to play the drums when we don't have a drum kit, and there's plenty of very quick fixes that we can do about that. I'll go through each one of those and give you some very basic starting patterns that would be useful to you as we get started, so you can practice these ones straight away, and then fingers crossed by the time we get to our first lesson an awful lot of it will make a little bit more sense as we go along, and hopefully we'll be able to get you drumming by the end of this 3-week period, for fingers crossed. So here's your first tip. Okay, so the first and simplest way that we can do is lap drumming. We need to be sat on a chair because in drumming we will use all of our limbs, so we will use both of our feet, so make sure you've got space where you can actually use your legs, and we can obviously tap on our knees. Okay, and when we're doing this, to get the technique that we use in drumming correctly, we keep our palm on the top of our leg, so that when we're playing we're using our wrist, and it's that technique that we're developing the muscles in the arms that we need to play drumming. Okay, and that's the simplest one, so we can play sitting down pretty much anywhere we like. There we go. Tip number one. The kitchen. Here we are. We've got takeaway pots, not your mum and dad's best pots and pans. We don't want to do that. Cardboard boxes make very nice sounds. A couple of chopsticks. A couple of wooden spoons work perfectly well as drumsticks. Kitchen kit. Bedroom drums. Drums. There's two patterns that we're going to start off with, the two most basic drum patterns there are. We have a quarter note drum pattern. You don't need to understand what that is, we'll go over a bit of theory a little bit later, but basically when we're counting in 4/4 time, we're just counting groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, the old rock and roll favourite. And we'll also be looking at the 8th note pattern, which is the trickier one, but if you can get these to a level that you feel comfortable at, it's all about muscle memory, so when you get comfortable at, speed comes as you get more comfortable, and then we'll be able to start putting these two patterns into practice with a song in the next video. So the quarter note pattern I call also the 1-2 pattern. So on the count, you're just going to count 2. Number 1, with your lead hand, if you're right-handed, your right hand, and your right foot, if you're left, it's the opposite. You play one hand, 1 foot, together. You've got to make sure that they are actually played together, so you get, and not, or, okay, together. So that's 1, hi-hat and kick, together. on the count of 2, it's the hands only. A lot of people want to play the foot on the 2, but here we're just playing 2 hands, so you just get both hands together. So you count 1, 2, 1, 2. That's your first pattern. Practice that one. Should be fairly easy. It's used in the White Stripes Seven Nation Army. Pattern number 1. So the second pattern, the 8th note pattern, means that we are subdividing the beat. So between our beats of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can subdivide those so that we're playing a faster pattern. So you get this effect: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So when I put those together, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's a faster pattern. What this means is, much like our 1-2 pattern, we lead on a 1 and a 2. They remain exactly the same as they were before. So you still got your 1 and your 2, but we are now subdividing, and on those and measures, on those counts of and, we play a single hi-hat note, and that's with your lead hand. Okay, so you'll get this effect. You'll get 1 and, 1 and then you'll have the second pattern, which is your 2 and. So you'll get 2 and. Remember, on 2, not to play your foot. Okay, it's just the hands. And then you repeat that. We want to train ourselves to get that muscle memory. So you get 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then this is a classic rock drumming pattern, and it is a pattern that we'll be using a variation of in the next video. So just to show you, this will sound like this. Pattern number 2. Make sure you get both of those patterns feeling comfortable, and then we'll be able to put them into our song in the next video. I hope that all makes sense. If you've got any comments or any questions, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll answer all of them. So thank you very much.